A little bit of Footprints in the Snow, a song made famous by Bill Monroe and the Bluegrass Boys from Western Kentucky. And Grandpa was from Western Kentucky, Grandma was too, and they made it up to Illinois. Uncle Garvis played fiddle. I only had a chance to play with him once. Uncle Garvis, I loved Uncle Garvis because when Grandpa passed, I played a little guitar at his funeral, and Uncle Garvis was 94, came up to me, and he said, I jammed this finger the last time I played basketball. I said, well, when was the last time you played basketball? He said, when I was 18. All right. He was a good fiddler, good Western Kentucky fiddler. So anyway, kind of talking about a bunch of random stuff here today. I was thinking about this, and I can do the math. I was like, I'm just going to ask ChatGPT something, get this answer quick. Said, how many distinct pitches are on a guitar? How many distinct pitches? Because you know there's more than one way to play most notes on the guitar. Like this G note, I could play it here, or here, or here, or here, right? So 4 different ways to play one note, one pitch. So, well, the computer can come up with this pretty fast. And so type that into ChatGPT, and ChatGPT said, well, now there's 6 strings on a guitar, and it's tuned like this, and they had that all right. And the lowest note is an E2, which is what it would be on a piano. And I said 21 frets, which this might have 20. The highest note is a C, I think. Yeah, it's a C, okay? The highest note is a C. And so they said, well, the difference from E1 or E2 to E3, there's 12 notes. Okay, well there's 13, but okay, I'll buy that. And then the distance from E3 to E4, that's another 12 notes. I said, okay, I know what you mean. And they said, and then from E4 to E5, it's another 12 notes, okay? And then they said, from E5 to C6 is 3 notes. I said, what? No. There's like that many frets there. There's eight more frets. What do you mean? So I said, you're wrong. And they said, oh, thank you. This is what the computer said to me. So thank you for pointing that out. Let me do this again. And they came up with a worse answer the second time. And I said, well, you're still wrong. And ChatGPT said, well, let me do it again. And they came up with a worse answer the third time. So they never did get it right. So for everybody who thinks they're going to turn their lives over to ChatGPT, I'm going to tell you, your employer can do this better. Your employee can do this better. Say, I think we could hire this computer to do this. Whoever's there, it's a real person, can do this better. So let's figure out how many notes are on this guitar. So you know, that crosses over at the 5th fret, right? The 4th fret here. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 12 notes. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. So there's 45 notes on the guitar, not counting duplicates. And we spend a lot of time, you know, learning how to play up the neck, but there's only 45 notes. Now how many octaves is that? So that's there's 1 octave, 2 octaves, 3 octaves, and what's that? Minor 6, I think. So 3 octaves and basically a little over a half, 3.5 octaves. Well, on a piano, I don't know how many octaves is that, 8, 6, something like that. You got all these notes on a piano. So we spend a lot of time learning these notes. I just think it's interesting that if I was to play all the notes in order, never had to touch any of these notes in here. So that is 5 strings. Let's just say even if we just set up to the 12th fret, 5 strings, that's 7 frets, 35 places I never had to put my finger. It don't even matter. Now, why would we do it? A lot of different reasons. Maybe it's easier to play in one place in the octave than going here. But it's interesting to think about. This feels like a nearby thing. That's a perfect fifth. That feels nearby. This feels far. It's the same distance. It's a perfect fifth. That's interesting to me. This would be really take more effort to play like on a trumpet. On a guitar, it's that. You do that all the time. The same thing, an octave. That feels really nearby, but this feels far. So it'll trick you, this guitar. Okay. Let's do a little more Footprints in the Snow. Some folks like the summertime. I asked somebody once, I said, what's this song about? And it was Mike Compton. Went to see Mike Compton concert, and I bugged him. I said, what is Bill Monroe's song Footprints in the Snow about? He said he thought it was about a horse. So I think that sounds right. Nellie lost her way. Here we go, Footprints in the Snow. Let's take a little bit of time and just talk about a solo on that. So key of D. People get confused by D, but it's not a hard key. You have to make a choice. Are you going to play the B string open, or are you going to fret it? I usually play it open, I think, but not always. That's just the arpeggio. That's a G chord. Now the C sharp note, or sorry, it's like an A arpeggio. Say, some folks like the summertime when they go strolling through the Okay, I like some lead-in notes, you know. Okay, I like a little drone on the D. I kind of like a little roll, forward roll. It's just a 3-note roll. To slide that. Back to D. Little flat third thing there, little blues. All that fancy stuff, like it sounds like rolls, it's 3 forward rolls. scale in thirds there. Now fill. Now we got something. So check out andyslessons.com. I've got a class I teach. Well, I guess it's a course now. I used to teach it as a class. Right now I'm just doing it as a course called, I'm calling it Level Up, and it's building bluegrass guitar breaks from the ground up. It's in tab. It's got videos. It takes the time to build up a song, melody, double stops, fills, and then maybe a couple hot licks. So we start with the melody, we add double stops, we add fills, couple hot licks. Check it out on the website, andyslessons.com. I do lessons and stuff like that too. And as always, we'll pick one more where we kind of improvise a little bit, see what happens. Hopefully there's lots of mistakes in here, and because that means I'm trying for something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. One more.